Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the Leitner ACS forged bed rack. This is by far the most asked about and commented on piece of equipment or gear that I own. Everywhere that I go, I'm stopped in parking lots and like, wow, what is that bed rack? Where did you get it? And that's because there's really nothing else out there like this that can offer everything that the Leitner does. It looks clean, it's well built, and it just really stands out. There's a lot of components that can go with this bed rack, which is why I bought it compared to something else, even though it's more expensive than almost all the other bed racks that I found. One of the really nice things here is this gear pod. It comes in 1X, 2X, and 3X. This is the large gear pod. This is the 3X. And in here, this is a dry area. You can buy these bags as an addition to, I think, off the top of my head, I think 3 of these were like $100, but it's really worth it because it keeps everything nice and organized. I like to keep my toiletries, bug sprays, the hose for my shower pod, propane hoses and stuff in here. This is my second Leitner bed rack, and this is my second gear pod because I sold the entire system on my last truck. I wasn't very happy with the first one, but it was still better than everything else that I could find on the market. I also couldn't find one that was a full 8-foot bed rack. So I was kind of forced to do this. I messaged the company and asked them, or commented about how the gear pod leaked, that my mounting plates rusted, and they got back to me and said that there's a new coating on these mounting plates here, so these shouldn't rust the way that they used to. There's a new seal on the gear pod, so it's a lot more waterproof, and I can definitely say for certain that it is. I have not had any water intrusion in this one at all, so I'm very happy with that. My other favorite thing here is definitely going to be the shower pod and how easy it is to have a quick shower on the trail after a run, or going to the beach, or even to rinse your dog off if he gets really muddy at the park. It's super simple. I think this holds, I think it was like 5 gallons or something. You just plug the hose in, give it a bunch of pumps. I don't know if you need to go this hard at it, but I like high water pressure, so hit this little switch here. Then you got a quick shower. Super simple. Now, you don't want to make the mistake that I made when I first got this, and when I took this hose off of the piece here, I did not shut the water off, so it was still fully pressurized, and I was parked right next to 2 girls in their car, and I popped it off and it just soaked them because the windows were both open, so that was a little embarrassing. So make sure you shut that off before you pull the hose off. And then you're going to want to drain your water out. Just blow on it, get all that out of there before you put it back in here. The shower, I wasn't really sure if I was going to use it much, but I really liked the way that it looked, and it turns out I used it a lot more than I thought I would. Sometimes if I don't want to set up my Julka, I'll just like heat up a pan of water, scrub my dishes, and then come over here and rinse it off with that. So it really has a lot of uses. Now, this mounting plate is a universal mounting plate. You can see all the holes in here that you can mount stuff onto it. I had a Rotopax. I have a propane, 11-pound propane cylinder that I sometimes keep on here. I don't really do that anymore because I have the one on my trailer. I have a 20-pound tank, and it just, I don't know, I haven't set it up yet. In terms of the Rotopax, I gotta mention, I wouldn't buy those ever. It's like the most cliche overland crap ever. They're very expensive. You're never going to use that. Maybe you will, but I never did. There's gas stations everywhere. I have a 35-gallon tank in my truck. What's 1 gallon of diesel gonna do? Yeah, I'm getting nowhere, so I gotta plan better than that. And I don't have a generator. So they do look cool, but they're kind of expensive, and I really don't think that you'll find that you use them very often. Now, Leitner does sell a rooftop tent mounting bracket here, but the iCamper came with this, and it works pretty good, so I don't feel the need to replace it. I may replace it at some point, but it's a more universal bracket for all of the rooftop tents. So if you were looking to mount a rooftop tent, this is definitely going to be the bed rack that you're going to want to buy. Overall build quality of this is incredible. It's so solid. It can hold 1,400 pounds, which is probably going to be more than what your quarter-ton pickup truck or even your 1,500 will really hold. So it's going to, you know, outperform the payload capacity of your bed. So pretty much anything you want to mount on here is good to go. And this is they have a different version where if you have the extra mounting bracket or support here and back, this back bar will move anywhere you want. I didn't go for that option, so I bought this third load bar because my tent wouldn't reach the front one and I couldn't move them like I had on my last one. All right, now I want to show you how easy it is to really move these components around, because it's important. Ease of use is super important. You don't want something overly complicated, and this is definitely not complicated. It's going to take me 30 seconds to remove this. And this goes for everything on here. They all mount the exact same way. This load bar mounted the same way, and you don't need to remove any of this to take these pieces off of here. That's it. So you can see that these little, I don't even know what I would call these, but these little mounts just slide right into this track, and then you give it a quarter turn and it's all set up again. Maybe more than a quarter turn. You don't want to over tighten these. You definitely don't want to over tighten these. I didn't get that quite in there. I over tightened these one time and I ended up having to cut it off, so because I stripped the bolt. So don't get too ambitious. Okay. Leitner also sells all sorts of other accessories. I can't even name all of them because there's so many things that can come with this. On my previous build, I had 2 lights installed. I sold that with the truck, and I did not choose to put those back on because I really never used them, but that's because I have a trailer with lights on it. So if it's something you're looking for, you can easily mount any lights here and run all your cable in these little tracks here, and they sell like a plastic weather stripping to cover up all the electrical cords so that it's nice and clean. And that's really what I love most about this bed rack, is everything is so clean. It has a really great look to it, and it stands out from all the other ones. The customer service that I had was phenomenal. They were very willing to admit that something was wrong and fix it. So they were going to send me all new mounting plates and mounting brackets for the gear pod and shower pod because they were rusting. And they said that there's a new powder coating, whatever. I don't really know exactly what it was, but it's supposed to be better and it's not going to rust anymore. So since I had sold the previous rack, they gave me a 25% discount to repurchase everything, which they didn't really need to do that because it was on me. I sold everything. They were going to replace all of the hardware, so you won't be disappointed in the customer service, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed if you buy this bed rack. That's it for the review of the Leitner ACS forged bed rack. I can't recommend this product enough. I know that it's expensive, but this is definitely one of those things that you get what you pay for. And this is a quality American-made product. It looks clean, it's strong, it's super functional, and very easy to use. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment below, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.